All right, you degenerates, welcome back to the deep dive.
Fuck yeah.
Today, we're going to rip into something you've probably heard of, but maybe don't really get. Unix.
That's right.
Nah, not talking about those shitty IKEA shelves you used to hold your Funko Pops. We're going full-on hacker mode into the guts of this legendary beast.
It's more pervasive than people think.
Damn right. So, let's cut the crap. What the hell is Unix? In plain English, did this shit fall out of the sky or what?
Not quite. Picture this. Bell Labs, back in the 60s, right? Bunch of brilliant but rebellious minds get pissed off with this bloated operating system called Multics.
Multics.
Yeah.
Sounds like some kind of douchebag protein shake.
It was a damn headache for these guys. They were like, screw this noise, we can build something way better, and bam, Unix was born, like a phoenix from the ashes of shitty code.
So these guys just went rogue. No permission, no funding, just pure, unadulterated coding rage.
Pretty much. They were driven by this vision of simplicity and elegance, a complete 180 from the over-engineered crap at the time.
Rebels with a cause, I dig it. So how'd they even come up with the name Unix? Sounds kind of like a mystical ancient chant or some shit.
Funny you should say that. It actually started as Unix, short for some long-ass, boring-as-hell name nobody remembers. But legend has it, they got a new typesetter, and the small caps for Unix just looked cooler, plain, and simple. Aesthetics over logic, baby.
That's fucking hilarious. So was Unix like this instant global phenomenon right out of the gate?
Nah, not really. This shit was built for programmers, by programmers. It was all about efficiency, getting shit done without all the unnecessary bells and whistles, you know?
So how did Unix escape the lab and conquer the damn world then?
2 words. C programming language. 1973, they rewrite Unix and C game changer.
Okay.
This made Unix portable, meaning it could run on a shit ton of different computers. No more being stuck on one system, Unix was ready to spread its wings and fuck shit up.
So that's how it spread like a goddamn virus. Clever bastards.
Exactly. Plus it was dirt cheap, especially for universities who ate that shit up like candy. And guess what? These universities became like breeding grounds for the Unix philosophy, modularity, collaboration, tinkering.
Sounds like a goddamn hippie commune for code monkeys.
You're not wrong.
I could dig it.
This open collaborative spirit is like baked into Unix's DNA. It's what makes it so unique and powerful even to this day.
Okay, so Unix is spreading, everyone's loving it. What's the next chapter in this saga? Did shit hit the fan?
Get ready for some family drama. Different flavors of Unix started popping up everywhere. BSD, System V. Think Coke versus Pepsi, but for goddamn operating systems. It got messy, dude.
Oh shit, so Unix started fracturing. That sounds fucked up.
It was a wild time, man. Lots of innovation, but also a ton of incompatibility. Like the Wild West of operating systems, with everyone vying for power.
So how did things settle down? Did they have a goddamn Unix showdown at high noon?
Not quite a showdown, but there were attempts to unify things. AT&T tried to bring order with System V, but then you had this whole open source movement brewing.
Open source, now we're talking. That's some revolutionary shit.
Yeah, Richard Stallman came in swinging with the GNU project, aiming for a completely free Unix-like system. Then, in 1991, this Finnish dude, Linus Torvalds, dropped the Linux kernel.
Linus. The legend. That dude's a rock star. So did Linux kill off all the other Unix flavors?
Not entirely. Proprietary Unix systems like AIX and Solaris are still used for heavy-duty stuff, but Linux, combined with GNU, became the dominant force, no question. It's everywhere, dude.
And the rest, as they say, is history.
Yeah.
So Unix goes from rebellious beginnings to global domination. That's one hell of a fucking story.
It's a wild ride, man. And it wasn't just about code, it was about a whole philosophy, a way of thinking about software that's still relevant today.
Right on. So listeners, next time you hear Unix, remember, it's not just some boring-ass name. It's a legacy that shaped the goddamn digital world we live in.
It's the foundation on which so much of modern technology is built.
Deep shit, man. Deep shit. All right, let's take a quick piss break, and we'll be back to dig even deeper into the guts of Unix. Don't touch that dial, motherfuckers. All right, you degenerates, back for more punishment. Good. Let's pick up where we left off, that whole BSD versus System V shit show. Expert, what the hell was that all about? Someone get butthurt or something.
Basically, yeah. You got AT&T, the corporate overlords, trying to cash in on their Unix System V.
Classic. Capitalists gonna capitalize, right?
Right. But you also had these academics, researchers, and goddamn hackers who were all about the open, collaborative spirit of the early Unix days. They weren't about to let AT&T lock that shit down.
The Unix purists. I respect that.
Exactly. They were pissed. So they did what any self-respecting rebel would do, forked the code and created the Berkeley Software Distribution. BSD, for short.
Fork the code. Sounds kind of kinky. What the hell does that even mean?
Think of it as making a copy and going your own way. Like, screw you, I'm taking my toys and building my own goddamn playground.
Badass. So were these BSD guys like the Robin Hood of operating systems? Stealing from the rich and giving to the poor nerds?
In a way, yeah. They were all about freedom and innovation, and they added a ton of cool shit to Unix, like TCP/IP networking, which basically paved the way for the internet as we know it.
No shit. So every time I'm browsing for research material online, I owe those BSD rebels a debt of gratitude.
You got it. But the drama doesn't end there, my friend. This whole BSD system v rivalry sparked the Unix Wars, a battle for dominance in the operating system world.
Damn, Unix wars. Sounds epic.
Yeah.
Was there actual bloodshed? Did Bill Gates riding on a tank or something?
Not quite. More like legal battles, licensing disputes, and a whole lot of technical dick measuring contests.
Nerds fighting with keyboards instead of swords. Figures.
Pretty much. It was a wild time. Companies were popping up left and right, each with their own flavor of Unix. HPUX, AIX, Solaris. It was a goddamn mess.
So how the hell did anyone make sense of this Unix jungle? Did these different versions even speak the same language?
That was the problem. They were all similar, but not quite compatible, like trying to fit a square peg in a round hole. Frustrating as hell for developers.
Sounds like a developer's worst nightmare. Imagine the headaches.
It was! But all this competition and chaos also fueled a ton of innovation. Each flavor of Unix brought something new to the table, pushing each other to be better.
So like a dysfunctional family that somehow manages to produce some brilliant kids.
Perfect analogy. Out of all this chaos came some of the most robust and reliable operating systems ever created. It's a crazy legacy.
Okay, so we've got this crazy family tree of Unix flavors. But what about today? What's the state of the Unix nation now?
Well, those proprietary Unix systems like IBM's AIX and Oracle Solaris, they're still out there, mostly in big corporate environments where they need that industrial strength reliability.
The old guard, still kicking ass. Respect.
Yep. But the real star of the show now is Linux. It's fucking everywhere, dude. Servers, desktops, phones, even your goddamn smart refrigerator probably runs some flavor of Linux.
Linux, the people's champion. Hell yeah. So did Linux basically kill off Unix? Or is it more complicated than that?
It's a bit of both, honestly. Technically, Linux is a Unix-like system. It's heavily inspired by those core Unix principles we talked about, but it's not technically Unix itself.
So like a spiritual successor.
Yeah.
Carrying the torch.
You could say that. Linux took the best ideas from Unix, made them even better, and went open source with it. Collaborative, constantly evolving. It's the true heir to the Unix throne, no doubt.
Damn, that's some poetic shit right there. From humble, rebellious beginnings to total world domination. So what's the biggest takeaway for our listeners from this whole Unix history lesson?
I think it's this. Unix was never just about the code. It was a whole philosophy, a way of thinking about software that emphasized simplicity, modularity, and collaboration. Those ideas changed everything, and they still have a huge impact on how we build software today.
Damn, that's deep. So next time you boot up your computer or open an app on your phone, remember,
Yeah.
a lot of that shit goes back to Unix and those badass rebels who said, screw the system and built something better.
It's a legacy that continues to shape the digital world we live in.
Speaking of legacies, we're not done yet, motherfuckers. There's more juicy Unix goodness to unpack. Stick around for part 3, where we'll dive even deeper into the nuts and bolts of how this shit actually works. All right, you beautiful degenerates, welcome back for the grand finale of our Unix beatdown. Time to get into the nitty-gritty.
Let's finish this shit off with a bang.
Damn right. So we've covered the history, the drama, the family feuds, but what about the actual nuts and bolts of Unix? What makes this motherfucker tick?
Well, one of the core principles of Unix is the idea that everything is a file.
Everything is a file. Gal, man, that sounds like some philosophical bullshit you'd hear from a stoned-out hippie at a Fish concert.
Seriously, it's true. In Unix, pretty much everything is treated as a file. Devices, directories, even processes running on the system. It's all files.
So, like, my browser is a file. This microphone is a file.
In a way, yeah. It's a way to simplify things, to provide a consistent way to interact with the system no matter what you're dealing with.
Right, I'll bite. How does that work in practice? Hit me with an example.
Say you want to send data to a printer. In Unix, you don't need some specialized printer API or some bullshit. You just treat the printer like a file, and you write data to it just like you would write to a text file. Simple and elegant.
Damn, that's actually pretty clever. So what else is baked into this whole Unix philosophy thing?
Another big one is the idea of small, single-purpose tools that you can combine to perform complex tasks.
Like Lego bricks for code.
Exactly. It's all about modularity. You have a tool for listing files, a tool for searching text, a tool for sorting data, and so on. And you can connect these tools together using pipes.
Pipes, like what Mario jumps through.
Kinda. In Unix, a pipe lets you take the output of one command and feed it directly into another command as input.
Oh?
It's like building a pipeline, connecting these small tools together to create some seriously powerful workflows.
Okay, starting to get the picture. So Unix is all about simplicity, modularity, and this whole piping thing. Is that what makes it so damn powerful and influential?
Those are big parts of it for sure, but it's also the fact that Unix was designed to be portable, to run on all kinds of different hardware. And because the source code was open, people could modify it to fit their needs. It was like a playground for hackers and tinkerers.
So Unix was like the OG open source movement.
Absolutely. And that openness led to a culture of collaboration and innovation that's still with us today. People were constantly sharing code, building on each other's work. It was a true community effort, driven by passion and a shared love for this crazy operating system.
Sounds like a utopia for goddamn nerds.
It was pretty close, man. And that spirit lives on in the open source world today. Projects like Linux, BSD, and countless others are a testament to the power of collaboration and sharing knowledge.
Damn, that's some inspiring shit. So Unix, from its rebellious beginnings to its global impact, it's been one hell of a ride. What a legacy.
And the journey continues. Unix and its descendants are still evolving, powering everything from the smartphones in our pockets to the supercomputers that are pushing the boundaries of science and technology.
It's a legacy that keeps on giving. So, to wrap this shit up, what's the one thing our listeners should remember about Unix?
Unix is more than just a name. It's a philosophy, a way of thinking about software that has shaped the digital world as we know it. It's about simplicity, modularity, and collaboration. And it's a testament to the power of open source and the amazing things that can happen when people come together to build something better.
Right on. So there you have it, folks. The Unix saga in all its glory. We hope you learned a thing or two, or at least had a few laughs along the way. Until next time, keep it real, keep it open source, and keep on hacking. Peace out.